Hello everybody, it's August 29th, 2024, and it's just my opinion, Bob here. I'm a little bummed. Sometimes you have faith in people that they're going to do the right thing. I do anyways. 9 out of 10 people are always going to do the right thing. Every so often you find somebody that, I don't know, just deviates a little bit. So I'm making this video. Some of this information you may already know, and it just might be old stuff. Some people might not know, and it might help them out. What I'm going to do in this video is show you how to spot, pertains to buying a used guitar online, or new I guess, but this is how you spot a copy versus a genuine model that you're looking at. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Recently on Marketplace, I saw this guitar. As you can see, this is a Hummingbird. It's a Gibson Hummingbird. It's got the label there, all the pictures, very nice. Here's the headstock, the back, another shot, and he's got the Gibson case. This was on Marketplace in my area down in South Carolina. So it's a Gibson Hummingbird. He said it was a 2017. Well, the sticker inside the guitar, the serial number says this is 2013, so that's wrong. I knew immediately when I looked at it online that it was a copy. But everybody might not know that or understand that. I asked the right questions. I got no response from the seller, so I knew something was off. Now, to be fair with this particular seller, two things might have happened. First of all, he might just be scamming somebody, trying to sell a fake for original. He wants $2,300 for this Hummingbird, which is about half the price you would pay for a real Gibson Hummingbird. That price is decent, you know, it's a fair price, a pretty good deal, 50% off. It's supposed to be in excellent shape. But if it's a copy, it should be around 500 would be fair, 5 something would be fair. If it's in that kind of shape, especially with the Gibson case is going to be 200, 250 alone. So, yeah, he's way off. So either he's trying to scam somebody or he got skunked. Because I looked at his past history and he had some pretty nice guitars for sale, legit guitars, and they were great. But this one is not. This is a fake. And like I tried to reach out to him and ask him some questions and explain to him what that is, and no answer back. So either some other people also did the same thing, whatever. But regardless, it's been a week and it's already sold. He sold the guitar. He had it up everywhere. He had it on Marketplace, Craigslist. He had it on Reverb. He had it on several online Carolina guitars. He had it everywhere for sale. So I just want to show you what you can look for. This is not to dissect a guitar. This is not to dissect it. This is so you can just look right away automatically and find out what a copy is. Let's take the Gibson Dove copy. All right. The first thing is this sticker inside with the serial number. This serial number inside, if you can see that. I hope you can see it all right. See how it starts with a 13? It's a 2013. As soon as I see that, that would be my first suspicion right there, because most copies will start with that 13 in acoustic Gibson guitars. Whether it's the Jumbo, whether it's the Hummingbird, whether it's the Dove, that's just how they roll, it seems. So that would be a red light for me right there to raise some caution. The other thing is this. This is, if you ask for the right pictures, you'll get all these questions answered. The truss rod cover, I mentioned this before. That's where it is on the Gibson Dove. So it's like that on the Gibson Hummingbird too, and it's like that in the Jumbo. If you look inside, you can see right there, there's the truss rod adjustment. This is just fake, there's nothing under here. So if you asked for a picture inside and saw this, automatically you know it's a fake. These are things, again, these are just instant, you can tell right away. Look at the back of the headstock. There is no serial number, and it does not say Made in USA. This is on acoustics now. I know the Les Paul copies, they show that stuff. That's another story. But again, there's no serial number and no made in the USA. Every Gibson will have, our genuine Gibson will have the serial number on the back. Last thing is the 301 Fishman. And this can be iffy, but if you see the 301 Fishman in here, something's not right, because Epiphone doesn't use that and Gibson doesn't use that, not this model, the 301. So that would be another sign. And again, these are just very, very quick things that you can tell without looking at, is it laminated, is it solid, is the bracing. These are just things you can tell right off the bat, enough that you better steer away from it if you see it online like that. So I hope that helps you spot maybe a fake Gibson acoustic. There's nothing wrong with getting a copy or fake, but as long as you know that it's a copy. Some people will I always, if I have to let something go, if somebody's got to have one of my guitars and they say, I let them know this is just our copy, you know. And I'm hoping when they go to unload it, they will do the same thing. And I think 9 out of 10 people do. Once in a while, I don't know. Like I said, maybe this seller on Marketplace, maybe he got skunked and he's just trying to recoup his money. Maybe he didn't know it was a fake, and I don't know, maybe I'd give him the benefit of the doubt. I don't know. But I just wanted to show you that. As far as the Martin goes, Martin has a great system for serial numbers. I don't know if you're all familiar with it or not. This is an easy way how to spot a copy or a fake. Gibson kept excellent records from 1898 on. So here's what they do. On a Martin, they kept excellent records. On a Martin, inside on the block, they will stamp the serial number along with the model number on a Martin. So in 1898, they stamped at the end of the year the last number of guitars that they made. So in 1898, the last serial number was 8348, which meant at the end of 1898, since the history of the company, they had made 8,348 guitars. It's a very simple system and it's very accurate. And it's foolproof. So you can easily find what year your guitar was made in. So if we take a look at the Martin D45, this is a copy, all right? Now again, these are just things I'm showing you instantly that you can recognize. First thing I'd be suspicious of is the label inside. I don't see too many Martin D45s with that label inside. They have it stamped, the serial number is stamped, you probably can't see it, but it's on the block in there. And they have the serial number stamped. So it says Martin, it says the model number, D45, and it says the serial number. And the serial number is 7 million and change. Well, at the end of 2023, Martin had not even made 3 million guitars. So it kind of gives you a clue right there. That's a phony baloney. They haven't even made 3 million guitars in the history of the company, and this is showing it's already up to 7 million. So again, you're looking at it online, somebody's got one for sale, ask them to show you the block. Look at the serial number. The other thing is the tuners. These are sealed tuners. Martin did have sealed tuners on the D45 earlier on. Right now they're kind of all open gear tuners. It's just something you can notice right away and you can pick up on it. The other thing again is this 301 Fishman pickup. Now you can buy these copies with or without a pickup, but this one in particular has the 301 pickup, which I like. Martin does not use the Fishman 301. They do not use this system in any of their guitars. They have Fishman, but not this system. So this would be another point. Again, these are just things that you can spot instantly, and I hope it helps you out. As far as the Les Pauls go and electric guitars, it used to be a slam dunk. The first thing you would notice on a copy, is the bridge. And what they would use on most of these copies is the Epiphone style bridge, where it's a straight screwdriver. It's a horizontal line in there. You can adjust it with a screwdriver, not the pin like it's in this. This is the Gibson bridge, along with a Gibson tailpiece. It used to be, you could tell by the serial number on the back. If it started with 17, that was usually an indication it was a copy. Most Les Paul copies will come with 17. They have changed that now in some of them, but this just changes from year to year. So go by the date I posted this video, and things might change from there. But this copy is a great example, though, of why Gibson. A lot of people will say, why doesn't Gibson crack down on all those copies? I mean, you know, they're making all these different copies. Why aren't they cracking down? Here's another point. For every acoustic copy that they sell, they must sell 400 Les Paul copies. I mean 400 to 1. That's how many of these copies of Les Paul. Why isn't Gibson cracking down on this stuff? Well, I'll tell you why they're not cracking down. Maybe not. I'm sure they're aware of it, but why aren't they destroying everything? Listen to this. Gibson, never before in the history of the Gibson company have they sold so many aftermarket products as they have now because of copies. The person I bought this from, the base, the bare bones is a copy. He bought the tuners. He bought the DiMarzio, Seymour Duncan Blues Breaker pickups. Paid $400 for the set. Bought the Gibson pots, Gibson capacitors. Bought the Gibson tailpiece, the Gibson bridge. Bought the Gibson toggle switch. Bought all this stuff from Gibson. Gibson, never before in the history of the company have they sold so much aftermarket parts as they have since these copies came out. It's a gold mine for them. I mean, if you look at the sales and the scale, it's like that, where guitars are just, everybody's buying those parts. And they're not discounting them or giving you any free day at the farm. They're charging you a good dollar for it. And that's what people do. I would say, not 9 out of 10, I would say 29 out of 30 people that own copies of Les Pauls end up modifying them with their aftermarket pickups and hardware and everything they want. The nut, whatever they can get, they're going to modify it and buy the aftermarket parts. That's what they like to do. And that's what this guy did. This was an experiment for him. He just wanted to see what he could do and how good he can make it. That was it. He just wanted to do it and sell it, so I grabbed it. So I guess that's all I wanted to tell you. I was just kind of bummed to see that person selling that fake, though, because somebody's gonna buy that. Maybe they did buy it for that kind of money. I don't know, but if you're buying a copy, know you're buying a copy. If you want the real thing, buy the real thing. And on that note, if you have a guitar that costs $100, or you have a guitar that costs $100,000, and you love it and it sounds great, then that's all there. That's the end of the story right there. Then you're perfectly happy. But you do want to let people pay a fair price for a fair product. So I hope that helps you out. And if you have any questions, let me know. So talk to you later.